Hi, I'm Seven and welcome to... Hi, I'm Beth and welcome to Austin 7 Adventures.
That went well.
No!
In this episode, Beth and I are off on a 200-mile road trip in our little 1933 RP Box Saloon. We're heading from Nottingham to the New Forest for the National Austin 7 Rally at Beaulieu. Of course, before any road trip can begin, you have to do a little bit of servicing and maintenance. The car hasn't been out for a few weeks, but with the help of my little service manual, I was able to work out what needed to be done. Principally, checking the oil, making sure we had enough water, and of course giving everything a jolly good greasing. Luckily for me, everything was in pretty good order. This car had been well prepared by the pre-war Austin 7 Club for the Classic Car Loan project. These cars of course were designed for the home mechanic to maintain them themselves, so actually it's not that taxing. What's a little bit more taxing is trying to squeeze all of our stuff into the tiny little car, and of course you've got the filming bits and bobs as well. And for some reason, the world's largest scarf, despite the fact we're going on holiday here in June. Nice handbag. We're ready. What time is it? We were scheduled to leave at 9 AM.
10:51.
10:51. That's very us, isn't it? That's the story of everything we've ever done. So we're off to Beaulieu via Gaydon, Newbury, various other places that we're going to look into on the route. Shep Shed.
Would you like to go on holiday to Shep Shed?
Absolutely not. Bye. Eagle-eyed viewers will notice that we've swapped position. You're going to have a drive, aren't you?
I'm going to try.
Are you as terrified as you look?
Yeah.
Why?
Absolutely freaking it. Because everybody always raves that I'm the better driver, and now this is quite a test, isn't it?
That is the truth. Well, I definitely couldn't drive it when I first drove it. Check that video out. So you can only do better than me, I think. All the way here, you've been observing me driving.
I have.
So I think you're going to be annoying.
Crunching all of the gears.
I think you're going to be annoyingly good at it.
I hope so. I hope that's correct. Yeah. Second. Third. I'm definitely going to crunch it into first on my way out of second. That's reverse.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
She was, of course, annoyingly good at it. A few hours later we arrived at Caffeine and Machine, which has become a classic car mecca, sort of near Stratford-upon-Avon. It's easy to see why this place is so popular. What do you think of my route planning skills, Beth?
Reasonable. Although all the notes you've drawn over it means that you can't see like the near about like villages, so I don't actually know where we're heading.
But you can peel it up and look under it. Soon we were back in the car and heading through the beautiful Cotswolds. We've made it to Newbury. That's been a long day. What time is it?
8:02. It's really hot in here as well.
We are parked next to a very nice E-Type as well. That's like virtually the same colour. They've left the lights on, so we should...
We're going right.
Bye! See you tomorrow. After a pleasant evening in an average Premier bin, we were soon back on the road, or at least we were for about 400 yards, and then we decided we should probably get some petrol and some breakfast.
We need to get on the move.
On the move.
Before anybody else comes and chats to us.
We're sitting in a car park in Newbury, having a lovely time, looking at the map.
We were eating our breakfast, that got interrupted like 10 times.
Yep, it turned into eating our lunch. It's sweet though, isn't it? People love the car, but
People do love it, yeah.
selling the Classic Car Loan project, I think we've done a good job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we are approximately 50 miles away from Beaulieu, and we're going to have a nice little drive down there through Andover. Through Land Rover.
How many Defenders have we seen?
We have seen so many Land Rover Defenders.
Oh,
Another Land Rover.
a Land Rover!
People say they're rubbish cars, but actually
Yeah, people are like, oh, why would you get one of them? They're awful to drive. And they
are
sort of
awful to
are,
drive,
but
anyway, this film is not about Land Rovers, it's about going through Andover and Romsey and round Southampton and then
through Lyndhurst.
To Beaulieu. Hooray!
Without further ado or reviews of any more Land Rovers,
We're in the New Forest, hooray! And we've hit traffic. Can you see the front of the queue?
No, it's up the hill somewhere.
There's a hill, I couldn't even see the hill.
There's a little hill.
So how far away from Beaulieu are we?
Some miles. Less than 10.
eventually we got moving, and there was certainly something very sweet about being one of the slowest cars moving through the town. Others seemed to have a bit more horsepower. Talking of horses,
New Forest ponies! Oh, look how cute they are. And hopefully don't run out in the road. Just stay put. Oh my... Of course it chose to walk out in front of an Austin 7 with no brakes. Well, no, cable brakes. My apologies. Oh, look.
luckily no more of the New Forest ponies tried to challenge our stopping distances, and we arrived at Beaulieu safely.
We've arrived at Beaulieu. And we're immediately leaving.
In the next episode, we'll be getting lost in Lymington, going for a run in a 750 Trials car, and we'll be taking a look at some of the best cars from the National Austin 7 Rally.